Jesus Christ will come. Even more so, he will come in his glory. This assurance we are given in today's readings of the first Sunday of Advent. Truly, God is faithful in his promises, and where we lack in this faithfulness, he is there to sustain us with his ready mercy and forgiveness as soon as we turn to him. Indeed, God works for those who wait for him. The prophet Isaiah speaks out, almost as a complaint. There is no one that calls upon your name, for you have hidden your face from us. But is the Lord's face really hidden? After all, we read, and so far you did good to one of these least of these brothers of mine, you did it to me. And St. Augustine of Hippo, I was looking for you outside, not knowing that you was within me. And so we are made to understand that we are surrounded by the Lord from within and without. To be aware that the Lord is present wherever you are and whatever you do is great, but not sufficient. I can be fully aware of your presence, but that does not guarantee that there is communication between us. For communion to happen, we need to connect with each other. As Brother Lawrence, author of The Practice of the Presence of God, tells us as follows. It should be observed that this communion with God is held in the depth of the soul, at its very center. It is there that the soul speaks heart to heart with God, amid a wonderful peace wherein the spirit experiences the keenest joy. Rarely and little do exterior concerns disturb this interior peace. To speak heart to heart with God is not a way of saying to speak with God face to face. To connect with God is nothing less and nothing more than what God expects from us. After all, God is relational, as well expressed by Jesus Christ. And how is that for us? Are not we too relational? We look for a partner, we look for communion, we look for the common good, and we care for the earth. Surely we too are relational, and every relation changes the face of the earth and our own face too. It is in this relating that we relate with Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is the love that unites. As such, the revealing of our Lord Jesus Christ is not so much a passive attitude, rather an active attitude, an action propelled by love himself. Truly, Christ reaches his fulfillment through each and every one of us, when everything in the heavens and on earth is brought together under him. And so the revealing of our Lord does not call so much for a gazing into the sky, it is rather a manifestation of love and unity in the here and now through your own actions, inspired and acted upon by the Lord himself. Because truly, the Lord remains the potter and we the clay, making all the works of love and unity the work of his hands. Having said this all, we are called to be vigilant and to watch, because in order to see the face of God in his works, we need to be clear in mind and pure in heart. As long as sin is pulling us down, we hide ourselves from the face of God. After the fall, God called, "Where are you?" God could not see men because he was hiding. And truly, sin causes us to lose sight of the love of God. But then again, when the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us, the Word took on a human face, again enabling us to see God face to face. A face already shining in glory on Mount Tabor, a glorious scene which we are promised will happen again at the end of time. As long as we are vigilant and watch, this end of time cannot take too long. But it will if we lose our watchfulness and so fall back again in sin, disfiguring the face of Christ by shattering love and unity. Nevertheless, as it was then and is now, the blows are not capable of changing the expression of the face of Christ. Christ remains serene, prayerful, patient, loving, humble, and obedient. And his eyes manifested this then and now. And so be consoled. If you lack in watchfulness and vigilance, the Lord is there to sustain you with his ready mercy and forgiveness as soon as you turn to him. Indeed, God works for those who wait for him.